Good morning. I am higher vibrations and so are you. This is a very unplanned, the kind of planned, live that I'm going to be doing. I just quickly want to be sure that other people know that I'm joining you live. So I'm going to quickly send this if I can remember how to do it without while I'm talking. um, yes, share. So there's a lot happening today. And it's been happening for a couple of days, forever. But, the past couple of days, we've been having an increased experience in ascension symptoms across the board. A lot of people have been talking about it. And there's been a really cool window that we've just had that just kind of started, right? And let's post that out. Um, One of those things is I'm just rambling because I was distracted with my phone. I hope that I made sense. Okay, so we are on the 14th. We're in the 14th of this is the window we were talking about a while ago. I don't know if you guys remember that between the 13th and the 15th, and the 14th being the main go to on it is now. We're here. So there's a lot more ascension symptom experience people have been having. This incredible fatigue and weird sleep has been really hard. Hello, Carolyn. Glad you're able to make it. Hello, Sumian. There's been the one that I'm finding the most difficult, and I know that Carmen had mentioned it the other day. When I don't know how many of you caught, it was so cool. We got kicked off. I haven't been censored for a couple of years because I kind of went into away for a while. But so that's kind of fun. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Jackie. Good to see both of you, all of you. Anyway, so anyone who wants to catch that video that I had done, it was with Todd Medina's channel, the Soulology. It was on soulologynetwork.com. It's the whole length video. Most of you that watched it, you could see it also on Todd Medina's Swology Facebook page as well as YouTube page. But speaking of, I'm pretty sure that he said tomorrow is the day that he's going to take down his old platforms, his old ones, and then he's going to just start up with the ones he just started. So for those of you who are curious, hello, Jeanette, and hello, Tommy. Probably should put the mute on my ringtone here. Yeah. Right now, this weird sleep thing that we're having, we're not really sleeping. We're extremely exhausted, and we're going to hyperdrive into our crystalline body. This hyperdrive was talked about and explained that it was going to be coming for some time, and a lot of us were like getting impatient and like, "What, you're going to really do this?" And that started. Well, it started a while ago, though. This particular experience for me was initiated when there was a being from Inner Earth who came to me on the last day of the month into the first of this month. It was cool because I keep track of 1111. It's like a thing I've always been since the days of pagers. I was 1111. If someone got 1111, that meant that Pamela's looking for you. Anyway, so my phone tells me when it's 11:11. My phone went off, and then I had this experience. I talked about it with Todd Medina on his platform for the first of the Trinity transmissions that we were doing. By the way, I think we're doing our Trinity transmission. I think we're still doing it today. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure we're doing it tonight in about 4 or 5 hours or something like that. Anyway, so this light being came. As Stacey, hi. What was funny about the 11:11 thing too is that it was 11:11 when this Inner Earth guy came, and then by the time I got into the house, this was outside, and then by the time I got into the house, I grabbed my phone and started to record the audio of the experience and just been like, this just happened, kind of like just did kind of thing. And I looked over, and the only clock I have in my house is, except for on the computer, is on the stove, and it said 111. I looked over and saw it said 111. I was like, so it started at 11:11 and it ended at 111 on September 1. September 1. Now we're September 14. Okay, so this window has been a really big uptick in our ascension, our moving into our crystalline body, and coming out of dormancy, having all of our DNA that has been in dormancy coming out of dormancy. Now, remembering that the vast majority of our body is DNA that's been in dormancy. This isn't all of it, okay? This is just like, poof, here's a big, helping of what's coming online. There's going to be more, and it's going to continue. So just to be clear about that. So right now, a lot of people are having no appetite, weird sleep, if any at all, extreme exhaustion, real deep disorientation. I'm finding, like, I realized a couple of days ago, I was like, holy shit, I haven't been in my body. Like, hey, it's 1:44. I haven't been in my body, like in my body for like weeks, pretty much, and like what's been happening for me is I'll be extremely exhausted and I'm just like trying to stay awake all day long. Finally, I have limitation in my bedtime choices because I have a kiddo, and so it's like, yay, I can go to sleep. And then I'll lay down and be asleep 20 to 40 minutes. Like, that's it. Like, I'll be so tired, I'll fall right to sleep and go right into dream state, immediately into dream state, and then I'll wake from it. And I'll be in the middle of an experience and annoyed and all this stuff. So that's just a thing. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Let's read some comments, everybody. Hi, beautifuls. Oh my goodness, you guys are so cool. I love you so much. Oh, what beautiful energy you all have. Tommy, hello. Jeanette, hello. Ralph, hey, all. Salutations from Scotland. Awesome. Man, that's beautiful country out there. Oh, my goodness. Jeanette, hi, chat. Tommy Davidson, yes, feeling bad on and off since Tuesday. Yep, there you go. That's the 2-day window that I was kind of thinking too. And yes, fatigue zapped. So Tuesday, today, what day is it? Thursday. Yeah. Yeah. So that is exactly in alignment with, wow, that's really weird. It feels like so long ago. The 12th feels like so long ago. That day I don't think I slept at all. Or was that yesterday? It's been so bizarre and so difficult to remember and to be in the time that we're in. Yay, Stacy, you found me. Hello. Love you, sweetie, too. Yeah. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Okay, it's good news though. Okay, I should keep going to the comments before I move into this next part. I'm spitting. Stacy 1111. I was just looking at you. That's fun. Yeah, she said that. Carolyn, yes. Danielle, I think it's Danielle. I have a beautiful friend that spells her name this way, and she pronounces it Danielle. If I said it incorrectly, please tell me. Hi, Pamela. And energy feels sky high. Lots of long, hot flashes the last days and not much sleep. Yeah. Craig's place, crazy time. Hi, Carmen. Brother's here. Yeah. Ralph also says fatigue, swollen stomach. Yep. Sleep patterns, wonky, to name but a few. There's a lot going on for sure. Okay, so let's talk about some of this. So Tuesday specifically was a lockdown day. That sounded lock in. What's the clunk clunk clunk, like it chunk chunk. It got set into the place. Man, they took over the word lockdown, didn't they? That used to be a cool word. Okay, and so that starts the process. Then you can unfold, right? Because it's got something to hold it back. Like we talk about the catalyst, right? The catalyst needs to hold it so it can extend and then be propelled, right? And so that started on the 12th. Okay. And then so we are actually interacting with these energies and astral experience when we're asleep. Like, I know a lot of you already know this, right? And so that's why we're noticing so much of our sleep changing. Our appetites are changing because we're officially moving into a more crystalline, whatever. The energy is more crystal-like, and physically speaking. And so we're finding our consumption, the food that we take into our body, as well as the liquids and the things that we're taking into our body, are being shifted to something that's more in resonance with what's correct for where we're going frequency wise. It's really cool. It's really neat, but it's also kind of stressful on the body. Um, I'm finding the need to just sit and like disappear, puddle. It's like download city is what's happening. Like I'll be over there like, I'm just drooling probably. And I'm just like, downloads. And they're just coming in. It's just all this stuff's coming in all at the same time. And in the meantime, we're all like, purging everything in our houses and like clearing stuff out, excuse me, and finding that we're on our move into the next thing. This thing that was mentioned earlier about the hot flashes, so many, specifically on the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. So the way that I meditate is I'll do this with my feet, put my feet together, and I'll do that with my hands as well. And when I'm touching them together, then the hot, you can regulate your body temperature a lot easier that way. And you're cycling it through, so it goes through your arm, right, and comes into this hand and then goes into this hand, and it circles and cycles and cycles. Same with your legs and feet, and you can change the different directions that they're going. This then brings in like this, it's nice and cool. It feels like a nice breeze on a spring day. It's really useful. So trying that. It doesn't even have to be a deep meditation. You can like be chatting with your kiddo when you're like, get off the lawn. I don't say that, but Jill says, sleep is weird sleep. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Disorientation. The disorientation is probably the one that's the most difficult for me. It's been a hard couple of weeks and a lot of weird stuff on the outside. Like I've been struggling to keep appointments. Like I've had to cancel a few appointments recently, and that's not me at all. Like that's not who I am, and it's been a very strange because it's not. There's a lot of outside stuff happening while you're disoriented, and then there's just this. It's really bizarre, but what it is, we're moving into a higher frequency. So just let yourself be in the frequency. Yep, can't sleep, and I'm disoriented all the time, Carmen says. Okay, so let's talk about this disorientation just for a second. When we move into this higher frequency, what's been happening is it's kind of like, okay, every time you go up, you're like, whoa, it's weird, and I don't know what anything is, and it feels funny, like the first day of school, right? And then you get used to being in this new school. You get used to the people and how things are. And pretty soon you're like, everybody knows who you are. You're top dog and you're the one everybody's like copying and everything. And then you go into the next grade. And all of a sudden you're new on campus again. And it's the whole thing. And we forget. And so we feel like we're dropping down. We feel like that we're losing some type of progress when you're not. You're simply going up here going, oh, I thought I knew how to do everything. Okay, I don't. And that's a good thing, by the way. When we find out each time that we discover that we don't know anything and we don't know shit, that's a good thing. That's awesome. Okay, like that means you're ready, you're open, your plate is available to open to new information, new content, new discoveries. Can't sleep and disoriented. Carmen said that. I already read that. Yeah, the sleeping thing is baffling for me. The way that I've never had it happen this way before. Where like, I mean, I'm literally, you could count it as if I had just fallen asleep before I'm like, bing. And I'm like, all right, I'm good for 4 more hours. And it's like, what about Jeanette? I got heaps of information about the upgrade of DNA this past week. Yeah. Oh, really? Do tell. I would love to compare notes and hear what you got. Lots been coming in. That's really cool, Jeanette. Jill, yes, totally. With the exhaustion all day long, then power naps. Yeah, like I'm all about the naps now. Like I was not that person before. Like if I would take a nap, it would be like, I'm going to take a nap, see you guys in a little bit. And then I'd be gone for like 4 hours and I go, oh, I just ruined everything. And it's just hard to get to sleep ever again. But not these days. I'm just like, poof, like it's bizarre. Stacy, I've been in a funky funk town. Just been called sensitive. You were just being called sensitive, huh? Yeah, well, you're powerful, girl. You're really powerful. This lady, she is on point. She knows what's going on, and you may not know it, but yeah, you not to the depth that some people around you can tell. And that's true for a vast majority of all of you here. Like that's what's really cool is that a lot of people here are like operating on like sleeper agent mode. Like those those secret, awesome, highly skilled agents that go into like, they wipe their memory somehow and then plant them. It's kind of like what's going on here. That's kind of what's being the starseed that you are. You've come down as a powerful being of light. And, we kind of get distracted in the stories because the stories help unfold, and the stories have purpose. They have reason. They have use. However, when we become invested in those stories, it can make things more difficult, right? And so we're being asked to observe the story for what it is and then to release it. And so that there's like this back and forth kind of energy with it, because we'll notice the story and we want to tell the story, or to explore the story, or to hear the story in some way. And then we we remember that we're leaving behind the story. So we say, no, I don't need to hear it. When there's still a part of that for the story to go, that it needs to be at least its basic elements need to be acknowledged and seen, right? So kind of like saying, hey, here, with discernment and without investment, the story, so it can go. Remember, Archangel Michael says all the time to acknowledge it without judgment and to release it. And remember, it's judgment. What judgment is it's deciding something about a thing. It's deciding if it's alive or dead, if it's blue or if it's red. It's deciding if it's good or it's bad or whatever. It's deciding anything about it. It's just is. Knowing that any of these things, there's nothing that can be done about it and nothing to be done about it at all. Like, no one needs to come in and heroize everything and make everything better, because it's being made better by seeing it. So we observe it, we acknowledge it. You were, you are, have been somehow, and then let it go. It doesn't have to then connect to my plate. This is the plate that they're talking about, that my plate's too full. This plate has so much code on it. You can look at your plate, everybody's plate. It's big and it's active. It's like the powerhouse of your heart chakra, people. Like, this is important. This is like the spiritual technology. This is the battery. I'm always talking about our battery gets turned on. Why do I keep saying battery? I never mean battery. Magnet. Like the powerful, incredible, big, loud magnets, the ones that boom, and you feel the magnet, like you're like, wow, it feels like, turning on a musical, like a surround system, that whoa kind of feeling. That's what you are, and it's right here. And so when we unburden this plate, when we release these things, when we don't take them to us, and we let them go after having just simply acknowledged them, releasing them with love. When we say, I release you, lots of times we don't realize that we're stuck in some type of cycle of exchange and energy because of what we're doing. This other energy feels loyalty to us, even though it doesn't want to stay. There's an obligation of some sort until you say, you, the creator of this energy reality that you exist within, when you say, I release you, then it goes, oh, cool, thank you. Finally, I gotta go. I've been, like, they've been holding on to the door. How you have the people that just keep talking and you're like, got my keys, I got my, door. It's like, oh, I guess I'm gonna close the door. That's what they've been doing. Anyway, release them. And then when they go, then you unburden. And now this plate's now activated. And then all of this code is easier to do. I'm getting so excited. I'm sorry. I probably just blew out my mic because I just keep shouting. I just found out that my mic does that. I don't pay attention to my content. Beach Wave, hello, love randoms. I know randoms are pretty cool. I like randoms too. I don't feel like I have to be on a certain length of time and stuff. It's like, I'm just going to come on and then go off when I have to. Let's see. Genevieve, hello. Your info is spot on, Jeanette. I don't know if I read your info. I think I might have. Yeah, there's just been so much. going on. I can't look at someone without getting massive downloads. Yes. Oh my goodness, what Jeanette said. Totally. Mick says, randomly, my favorite band, Dinosaur, pile up, and one of their favorite songs of mine is called 1111. Oh, that's really cool. That makes sense too. Genevieve's got some beautiful hearts. Vicky, laugh out loud. Funny Pamela. Pamela's looking for us. It's so crazy how much is going on right now, man. Hey, beautiful soul, says Lutrice. Amber, just riding the energy waves. I have a wild headache right now. Headaches have been really weird. Really weird. And there's been these weird energy, you can feel it moving out. I'm going to use my daughter's magical wand as an example, but it looks like it goes through here, but through your head and then out. So there's like an entry point here and an exit point there that we find ourselves noticing. This is one example, but this is throughout. That was my main area. I'm pointing this out because it resulted in a purging, like that exact spot. I'd felt it. I actually brought it up in a few videos over, I don't know, weeks and months. And then all of a sudden it turned into a physical phenomenon, which I was expecting. I was waiting for it. It was just taking a while. And then it purged out in a physical way. I got a sore that things just left and then I'm better. And that cycles through. So a lot of people are having that too. I just wanted to thank you for bringing this headache thing up. It's really, there's a lot going on with the headaches. We have so many chakra systems and then individual chakras within the head, the neck and shoulder, the heart. I mean, all of our body is just full of all these chakras. We have like 144 of them or something around that number. I liked that number, so I grabbed onto it. But what the point is that the 7 that we talk about are just the primary chakras, right? Excuse me. So Amber continued to say, I'm filled with gratitude for the things coming up. Let the tears come up and wash away what is ready to go. Sending love to all. Yes, yes, yes. Well said. Allowing it to go, to be released. Yeah, there's so much. And she says, what a beautiful gift this life is. It's so cool to let ourselves cry. It's really, really cool. Excuse me about this thing that's going on here. It's really beautiful because I spent so many of my years of my life like not crying. If I cried, it would hurt because I wouldn't cry. Like I looked like I got in a boxing ring and my eyes would be all swollen and I would just be like hating life for like 24 hours. So I proved to myself why crying was a bad idea, and then I just wouldn't do it even more. And now that I let myself do this, I find that it's not only is it beneficial and awesome for me, but it's such a service to everyone else too. Like the kind of transformation that occurs by providing the space of that kind of release for another, like I'm finding it to be one of the most beautiful expressions of love, of service to the other, to those who are you, standing beside you, just in a different form with the same eyes. So it's really cool to let ourselves to cry it out, to have that kind of release. Often my tears are had with joy, with euphoria, with bliss. Janice says, I definitely have learned that the more I learn, the more I know nothing. I do love to learn. Yeah. There's so much, so many layers of everything. It's really crazy to look at. Vicky, Amber, you're so sweet. Yeah, Amber's beautiful. Badlands. Hey, how do you say your name? I know this word. I'm gonna be stuck on that because this actually means something. That's okay. Hey, Shield Maiden Pamela. Hello, everyone. I don't want to say it the wrong way. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to slaughter it. This is a sacred word. I know this word in a deeper way. I'm gonna have to write that down because I'm gonna do some Interesting. There's something about that. Thank you for the code today. There's just been so many weird, interesting, and cool codes coming in today, and um, that's really why that the driver. We're probably going to still try if we can to do the Trinity transmission if it's possible. It will be if so, it'll be later, and that'll be through the zoologynetwork.com platform. Did I say that right? I wasn't paying attention to my talking. Zoologynetwork.com. Okay. Craig's place. Even more weight loss. I've lost muscle around my hips. Yeah, I've lost muscle too. I just realized that actually a couple of weeks ago, like a week ago. I'm like, wait, where did it go? I'm blaming. I've been on this computer a lot lately. But I used to be more of an active individual. Hey, look, you can see the prisms. The prisms. I have a prism window sometimes. Jeanette says, I would love to compare notes you know what? You want to be on my show with me one of these Sundays? Won't be until October. Send me an email. Here, I'll type in my email address really quick here. If anyone is interested, by the way, in joining me on the show on the Zoology platform, zoologynetwork.com platform, then please send me an email and we can start up a conversation. Or a lot of you have me on Telegram. I'm on there. You can find all this information in all of the description of every one of my videos as well. But I would love to chat with you and compare notes. I feel we hold so many keys to unlock pathways for each other. I totally agree. Miss March, yay, just found you. Hi, Pamela. Hi, everyone. So dizzy. Yes. The dizziness is crazy. Like, I was walking around talking on the phone to my friend, and like, I found that I was just like, whoa. And so it was like, it was kind of fun. Like, kind of like a drunk walk. You're like, it was really weird. At least I'm not needing to go anywhere. I have found that the past couple of weeks, on and off, there have been a lot of times when I'm like, we're just going to walk. Like, we're good. It's probably safer kind of thing. And, can just listen into your body and kind of pick that up. Ralph, warm patches all over the body. This is, yeah. Okay, I'll keep talking. I'll keep reading before I answer you. Especially legs and arms, but not troubled. Kind of enjoy the sensation. Small talk is painful. Even, yeah. Small talk is painful. It's so painful. Even with those who mean something to me. Emotions all over the shop. Yeah, I like that. Emotions all over the shop. I like that. Yeah, okay. Full on. Yes. I cannot stand. Like, I'm okay with talking about the weather because the weather's like, okay, that's a phenomenon that's happening. It's been, I pay attention to where the sun rises and sets and the moon and stuff. I do that. Always have. However, everything else, yeah. The patches of heat in our body, we're going through a period of rapid healing. And this rapid healing, it was initiated quite a while ago, though we went into hyperdrive for this healing on the 1st. Many of you who watched that Trinity transmission with Todd, Medina, and I 2 weeks ago, it would have been 3 weeks ago today or something. I don't even remember when we went. I think it was a Saturday. Anyway, that one, we talked about what had happened to me specifically, though I want to be clear is that I think I mentioned it, but I don't know if I did. I meant to, is that everyone we're starting an initiation. We're initiating this process of rapid detoxing in their own version of rapid. Okay. Everybody needs to be gradual enough that their body doesn't go into too much distress. Right. And so we're detoxing, we're eliminating, purging slowly the things that don't harmonize with the frequency that we're now keeping, right? And some of us have enough of these toxins. A toxin is something that's just not in harmony with your body, right? That are in our body. So they need to purge over time and take their time. So I asked into it, and they showed me examples of what it would look like if someone went through a rapid purging, rapid detoxing. And it was, not only was it incredibly unpleasant, the ability to stay hydrated through this level of purging and detoxing would be almost impossible, very, very difficult, and just a taxing experience on the body. Anyway, so as we're doing this, slowly, we're also healing. And these patches of heat, these moments of heart palpitations, these expressions of all this stuff coming through and out of us, is part of this healing and rejuvenation process. There's something that sounds really funny to say it because it's weird. It's like one of those sci-fi kind of things, but we are de-aging. A lot of us are already in this de-aging thing. You can go back and see a couple of years ago, or not even that long ago, a photograph of yourself and be like, whoa, that was me. Like I look so old. And like there's a lot of things like this happening, but it's not just this visual way. You're feeling it and it's changing. You're finding that our bodies are correcting themselves. And almost always, I would say for me, always when I'm doing a healing on my body, that it heats up. So I think that's what it is. And then Ralph also says number synchronicity off the charts one day, then the next day, zip, pain, moving about the body as the energies immerse. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The synchronicities are a real big joke now. It's like all the time, all the time. It's crazy. It's really cool. It's amazing stuff that's happening for us, and um, you found your people. By the way, for any of you who don't know, every Friday we do a group, and so I think tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, I think tomorrow's Friday. So if that's true, then yeah, tomorrow's Friday. I'll be doing a free group Zoom meeting like I do every Friday. I start that at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it goes for 2 hours. And you don't have to have your camera on or your audio on. It's not recorded. It's never aired. It's private in that way. Anyone can join. And so I always post a link for that in the community section of the YouTube channel here on the night before, as well as in the Telegram group. Pardon me. And then I've been doing it on Facebook lately, since I'm now on Facebook too. And if you want, oh my goodness, excuse me, if you want any of the links to any of those things, those are in the description of this video also. I think I put my Facebook link on there. Anyway, it's really cool. It's a great opportunity to kind of connect and to find your soul tribe. And there's like 400 people in our Telegram group, and that's kind of fun, from all over the planet. So you get to connect with people no matter what the time is. There's always somebody awake. There's always somebody who can say, yeah, me too. It's really cool. I have to wrap this up in a few minutes because I have a session soon with my friend who's on here with us. Let's read a couple more comments. Squidgy Nuisance to AI. I like your name. Squidgy Nuisance to AI. Holding on to the walls to walk. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. Like, I'm sure people think I'm drunk all the time. Like they or something. And I've really picked up my potty mouth again. Like it's coming back in. So it's like that really is like it used to be a thing. You could tell if I was drunk because I was swearing, but now it's like I just got it. I think when the child grows up to a certain point, well, then you're just like, it doesn't matter anymore, or whatever. No one cares. I've never understood the swear word thing. Who decided? Like, who picked those words? Why isn't hair, like a scandalous word, treat? It doesn't make any sense. It's picking out specific words to say, no, you can't do that thing. And to limit your ability to use your chakra, your throat chakra, My daughter, who's 9, knows only knows the reason that we don't say those particular words is because it offends other people. I don't care if she says it. Like, how is that going to affect her life? Apart from the way that society is. And that's it. In order for her to have friends and to be invited into people's houses who have their children there too, to play with her friends, then that's what the choice that's being made right now. And I don't like it. Anyway, there's my tangent. I love you all. Gotta love a potty mouth, says Stacey. Um, I tangented. Um, the main point of this transmission right now is for me to come on right now is to let you all know we're having an increase in this experience, and we're all doing it simultaneously right now in this moment. And it feels like really weird. Like a couple of days ago, like I think it was the 12th, the day that it was mentioned. I can't remember who it was that said it. When that happened, there was a kind of a shock experience. A lot of people went like, whoa, like, ew, kind of went down into a lower energy space for a second. um, I found myself spending I was like 15 minutes into this, like, whoa, I thought I offended somebody, and it was like a thing. Like I was like, wow, I, I can't believe I did that to that person. Kind of, I don't remember what it was anymore, but I was really, really hard on myself for like 15 minutes, and I don't do that. I don't do that, not anymore. Like I used to do all the time. Like that's how I would be all the time, but it was really a really strange sensation to go there. And then after that, there's been some amazing stuff that happened. It was like it's like our buddy Scott says, right? You gotta bend the knees, you gotta go down in order to jump, right? And so we went down, and then all of a sudden we were propelled into this higher frequency state that's so beautiful and so cool and so pure, and a lot of people are still noticing like this up and down because it's turbulent. That's how we ascend. We are turbulent. We ascend in turbulence. We go like this. That's how we ascend. And so when we dip back down, we feel like it's that we're losing traction, that we're losing progress, but we're not. We're still going up. It's just, it feels more intense when you go down to your best day from last week after you've gone up to some place that's even higher than you could ever have considered before. Right. Ralph says, thanks, Pamela. It was a good day. I found your channel, Total Resonance. I'm really happy that you found us and were able to join. I do have to get going, though. I have a meeting with us. I have a session that starts soon. So, but I wanted to say what's going on for everybody. And I'm going to make another video, a regular video soon. I'm sorry I haven't done that. I've been in the month along with all of you. Like, man, I have been so out of character the past 14, 15 days. And it's been a fun and awesome and mostly enjoyable ride. However, I've had literally no energy or ability to disperse any more of anything to anywhere. So, but I'm back. I'm back. And so I love you all, and that you are all going to be just fine. Hello, Diamond Heart 888. I'm glad I got to see you before I was out. It's good to see you. Yeah, good. I hope you catch up. There's some cool stuff going on, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Everybody who wants to join our group Zoom meeting, that's free. And I'm pretty sure that on the swologynetwork.com platform, we're gonna go with Elsa Dillon and Todd Medina and the three of us. I'm excited to hear what Elsa has to say. There's a lot of code to drop, and so I'm pretty sure we're doing that today. And if that's true, then that's going to be like 3 or so hours or something, 3 or 4, something like that. And when it does go live, I will put a post up on the YouTube channel as well as in Facebook and in Telegram to let you all know. So, oh, Stacy, thank you so much, sweetie. I love you. Oh, she gave me $10. That was really sweet. I thank you very much for your donation. I love you. I love you all. And I will talk to you very, very soon. Aho blessings.